what's up? It's Brian Life here. I just wanted to show a little behind the scenes working with Vizcom.ai. So basically I just drew out a sketch in Vizcom. I didn't even import this. I just brought in this, I just drew the sketch using their pen. You know, they have a pen tool. I could choose colors. You know, I could draw whatever I want. Undo, undo. And yeah, so I drew in this castle, a few different layers. You could set some layers to darken if you want. You know, I can add in some more clouds. I think it's acting a little weird because I'm recording right now, but regardless, we still here, we still working on it. Add new layers, you know, choose a color. Opacity is down too far. Move your layers up above, whatever, right? So I was trying to clean this up. You know, you draw in like anything you want. I could draw in a little tree. This is a perfect example. It is pressure sensitive, but I think it's acting a little weird because I'm recording right now, and this is an online app, so you gotta also give it that. So right now I'm just drawing in this little tree. Basics, you know, nothing too crazy. Okay, I'm gonna show this in a minute, but what I want to show you is after I typed in, this is what I got. After I typed in castle in a foggy land, mystical dark night. This is the amazing quality that I got. Here's another version. Here's another version. This one's even more lit up. Okay. Now, remember I drew that tree. I'm going to bring that tree up here. And it actually has some white on it. So, oops. So I can use their eraser. Make sure it's opaque, like full. It's acting a little bit weird because I'm online and I'm streaming. Well, I'm recording. So I will say that right now it's a little bit laggy, but that's only because I'm recording. So now I can select that layer that I just drew and then old tree in foreground. Creepy tree. And I'm going to generate. And all I did was just draw a kind of a pretty basic sketch of a tree. Now that's great, but it doesn't really match the scene. This is cool. They actually added a moon. Wow. You know, they're giving me a lot of actually a little bit too far away because you see my drawing influence. The lower towards 0, it's going to give you more AI based off of your prompt. The closer I am towards 100, it's going to give me more towards my sketch. So I'm going to bring this over to 70 because I didn't realize my percentage was much down. It's called drawing influence. So I want my drawing influence to be closer to my real drawing. You see, it's pretty amazing. So I will say that it does look a little bit out of the scene. So what I'm going to do is make my outline bigger. And I'm going to go closer to my drawing on the percentage. And I'm going to click render. I pay for Vizcom. It's almost like, I think, $20 to $30 a month. It's not very much, but you know. So I get 4 versions. But if you just have the free version, you're going to get like 1 option every time you click generate. So I have 4 different options. This one's kind of cool. It's a little bit too bright. Dark scene. You know, so you do have to tweak it. You have to kind of play with it to try to get what you want. But it's pretty amazing that it will you know, go close to what you have based off of your sketch. It'll go exactly to your sketch if I really wanted to push it up to 95. Um, sorry, I forgot to. So we'll see what it gives me. I'm definitely closer to the drawing. Oh, and I clicked it down to one example, like one sample, one version. So now it's going to give me 4 versions because I clicked 4. But as you can see, it's actually, it even has my rough sort of pen brush lines, you know, because it's staying very close to my drawing. So I actually think I want to go further down to 65, so it's closer in the AI where it's going to make up these branches a little more and sort of give me improv. I mean, that looks amazing, you know. I almost feel like it has, I'm going to add that and then cancel out and then go back to my brush. Oh, and I can just erase, but actually, yeah, I could erase. I do wish they had pressure sensitivity with the eraser. They don't. Um, it would be nice to be able to like softly paint and softly airbrush so you can blend. Um, but you know, I'm just gonna have to do it by hand. But you can mouse command and what is it, option and click and get a color from the canvas. So if you option click, you can just click and get the color you want and sort of just paint and set it to opacity like 50%. And basically I'm just trying to draw and clean up. You know, some of the parts that I thought were a little bit odd looking didn't really seem to work. You know, really come in here and mess with it more. But I'm gonna just re-render that, but I'm gonna go closer. I'm actually gonna refine, so you have a refine mode. I'm gonna stay in the refine, which is like really staying close to your drawing. It really stays close to what's on the canvas and just gives you a cleaned up, refined version. The further you go down towards 0 on the drawing influence, the more it's gonna give you AI again, you know. See, like, so now that's pretty amazing to me. Oops. What's kind of cool about this, so I just made a mistake. I just rendered and I didn't really want to. But there is a history. So you can go back to the history and grab something in case you did what I just did. Where you may have lost something that you actually like. So you would deselect and you would go over here to the history. And you can basically find... Well, you can find the older versions. Hopefully you know the number. And you get added to the canvas because it didn't seem to want to get rid of this in painting selection, but that's okay. So my point is though, look at that, pretty amazing scene, pretty fast with just a little sketch of a tree.